online tournaments. Again, we were almost done with that discussion, but I talked to Shoryuken. They were interested in your interview, and they wanted to know about a particular set you played
Mhm.
against Vagabond in the online qualifier, which I think sort of perfectly fits what you were saying, right? Like maybe that's the way we get online qualifiers so we can discover players like Punk and Vagabond and get them to tournaments so we can see new talent that maybe couldn't have traveled before. But
Right?
you played a set. You were in winner's bracket against Vagabond.
Yeah.
For those that don't know what's going on, Red Bull Qualifier gives you a chance to go to an offline tournament to earn a chance. It's a chance for a chance for a chance to
Yeah.
to play in the Capcom
In
Cup, right?
Capcom Cup, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and to give us the scene, set the stage for us. You're in winners finals. You would have
I
already
was in
played
grand final.
grand
I was in
finals,
grand.
excuse me, grand finals and
So
winners.
the way it went down, right, is I was in winners finals. Well, I was in winners side of top eight. I beat Vagabond 2-0. And then I beat the answer 2-0 or 3-0 in winners finals. I was up in grand finals. I was in grand finals the winner side. So I was waiting for the winner. Vagabond the answer. Vagabond won, so I had to play him in grand finals, right?
Hmm.
So he wrecked me the first set, 3-0, free. I was free.
Bodied? What
Body,
happened? How did you
body.
get bodied? You're a god.
I just kind of like was taking not taking it easy,
Hmm.
but I
You
think
had
I
just
just
beat
let
him.
huh?
You had just beat him, or you beat him early in the tournament. You said you 2-0'd him.
I beat him in the top eight. So like
Okay.
like they stopped us at top eight, and
Okay.
then they made us play top eight like an hour later or something, and I had to play him, and so I beat him in winter side, and then he had to make it all the way back to me in grand finals,
Hmm.
and so when he beat me 3-0, I was just kind of like, okay, like it's fine, like I'm like, these things tend to happen. It's gonna happen. So I was fine. I was calm. I was making adjustments, and so the second set, I beat him game one, and I was confident. And then I was bodying him game two. I was bodying him. It was then I won the first set, one round. He won the second round, and then third round I was winning. I was bodying him, I was bodying him, I was bodying him. I knocked him down and threw EX Fireball. And I know in my mind, EX Fireball has major
Recovery.
recovery,
Yeah.
right? So when he does that, when I do that the EX Fireball and does really less, recovery, I knew he had full meter, and I knew he was gonna wake up super. I knew, but for some reason during that day, like before that, me and my roommate were talking about that super, and he asked me that question. He's like, "Can you block Macaulay's super, can you jump?"
After
And
EX Fireball,
no, 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 no. He asked me this in the morning, like the
just in
morning of that,
general, like, can
like
you?
just generally. He just came up and asked me, and I was like, "You can block it. Like it's not a grab.
Okay.
It's not like Mika or Lara." I told him that it's not like Mika or Lara where it's a grab. That's a hit, so you can block. It looks like a grab because
But
the
it's not.
animation's a
Yeah.
grab, but it's not a grab. You can hit. But when he did that super to me, my mind went totally blank and went back to that question.
You were
I
thinking
asked
of the
her, yeah,
conversation.
that
You're
conversation
like,
went back to my head,
oh
and I was like,
no,
"Is it a grab?" And I tried jumping.
no, Brawly,
I
please.
got hit out of the jump, and he put me in the corner. It didn't kill me, but I was like, he tied it up basically. We both had like no life, and then he edged it out. And then after that, I lost
You were
three
tilted
one.
after that. You played. So that was.
Pretty, that
Yeah.
was pretty tough.
Yeah. Fuck. That sucks, man.
That was
So you're just replaying it in your head. You're like, wait a minute. Who is it that asked you the question? It's their fault.
Yeah, it's
It's
just my roommate. My roommate was in there asking me about it in the morning, and I was just kind of like, "Yeah, it's a grab." Like I knew the answer easy, but then when he
obvious.
did it to me, it just froze. What is going? Like, why did I not try to block that?
How? That
And,
is
and
insane.
that's just the way it's been with me, man. It's always been a lot of chokes. It's always
Oh.
been chokes. I've always choked a lot. I'm always dominant early. I always feel like I dominate tournaments really early.
Hmm.
I dominate, my sets. I don't always dominate like in dominating fashion, but I feel like I'm always getting to top eight. I'm always getting to top three and winner side or stuff like that. And then I just lose. Like I lose to little mistakes. I
Well,
lose to just kind of just easy things that I should have not lost to.
for what it's
And
worth, in the A4 Arena this weekend, you did the opposite, right? Like you lost to Chris early, and then you
yeah,
grinded out, and then you played a really tough set against Shine, but you did not choke. You played out of your mind, man. You did really well.
yeah. Going to that set,
Yeah.
you
You said he was
know,
sandbagging because he's playing a Buki, but he. I'm not gonna say he smashed Chris, but he definitely beat Chris handily with a Buki.
I'm gonna say this. And
Okay.
Shine's my friend. Shine's my boy. I love Shine. I know you're probably in the chat, Shine. I love you. but Ibuki was your best bet. That was it. Your Karen wasn't gonna do anything, and your Jury
What?
wasn't gonna do
Say
anything.
it.
It was.
Say it
It
again.
wasn't. It
Say
wasn't. It
say the
wasn't.
Karen had no chance. Say it, bro.
The Karen had no chance, and the Jury had no chance. It wasn't. I'm sorry. Ibuki was the best bet chance because the mix-ups. Like the shenanigans that she can do. That standing roundhouse. It's just something I'm not used to. I don't play against Ibukis a lot. I try to like adjust myself accordingly to the match and how it's supposed to go and how it's supposed to do.
Right.
What I'm supposed to do to it. But like Karen, I know 100%. Jury, I know kind of 100%. So I knew like it wasn't gonna be, and those characters just lose the chun. I'm not saying his Karen's ass. I'm not
Right.
saying that at
Right.
all. I'm just saying like I know Karen, and that matchup is horrible. So it's like you having like beating me in a set like that would have been way more difficult than with Ibuki.
With Chun. Yeah,
Just,
yeah, yeah.
I'm just being honest. I'm not hating. If I was hating, I would have called them free. But I'm
The
not.
chat's going crazy. They're calling him free. Shine's
I'm
gonna
not.
show up any
I'm not
minute now.
calling him free.
Shine's
He's my
free.
friend.
You heard it here first. He's free. Sorry, we sort of jumped topics because I was curious about the Vagabond thing. Vagabond's another Texas player. Do you know where he's at? He's not.
Houston. We are rivals in Houston. We
Oh,
played a
okay.
lot in the Street Fighter 4 scene. We played a lot. He actually knocked me off my best, offline tournament, which was Absolute Battle 6. He beat me in top 5 or whatever, loser semis or something,
Was that the one where Cass
He's an
got
up and
second?
coming player.
Was that
Huh?
AB6? Cass got second. And
Yeah, Cass got second.
and
That's
you
when
lost to
Knuckle Dude
Vagabond.
won and K-Brad got third.
Right.
And yeah, he's an up and coming guy. I first met him online.
Mhm.
He was back then known as Hunted Chimera, and now you've changed his name to Vagabond, which I don't know why, but I guess. And so like, he's a strong player. He plays the top tiers. I don't blame him for it. It's fine. He loves that rush down. He loves that aggression. He played Evil Ryu and Fei Long and Yun and Four. So he loves that get in your face kind of thing, and the Kali suits him fine. And he was actually my first opponent at Texas Showdown, in winners top 32. And I had a game plan for him, and he did not play the way I thought he would play, and just bodied me so hard that I just was like, I was probably like the freest I ever lost to somebody.
Wow.
Like he just bodied me super hard, and I was like, wow, like I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So we ran it back, in other tournaments and played him a lot online and stuff. And he's a solid player. He's really good, and I know he just got sponsored, and it's really good, good
Who
stuff.
who did he get picked up by? BOTB? Was
Noble
that
Gaming, I think. Noble Gaming. I heard.
Noble Gaming?
I don't know who that is. I don't know, but
I was rewatching the match and it had BOTB before it, but I didn't know what that was.
that's a clan. That's
okay.
that's back of the bus or something. I don't know. Or
Back of the bus.
best of the best. I think I don't remember.
Back of the bus.
It should be back of the bus though. They're not that great. None of them are good.
Oh no! I said they're not that great. You should call them Rosa Parks. Don't say that.
Yeah.
You think how's the set go between you and him? You play a long set. You think you can win? It's close.
No, no, he's good. I mean, I think I can make it close, but man,
He's a good player.
Macaulay's just dumb.
Macaulay's
I hate
broken.
Macaulay's broken against Chun. I don't like that matchup. I don't like it, even though I know I use Chun. It's top tier and all the baby rages.
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you?
How dare I? Right? How dare I? A lot of Chuns are not winning tournaments. Let's stop it right now.
Isn't it like 14 chuns? It's like 6 chuns in CPC. What is it called?
They never win any tournaments. They're not gonna win the tournament either. Anyways,
Brawley said today that Chun will not win Capcom Cup. You guys remember that?
Chun Ryu and Ken will not win the tournament.
Chun Ryu and Ken? Hold on. Whoa, you're getting crazy.
I'm putting that right now.
The
Chun
top
Ryu
three
and Ken won't win. The top 3 won't win.
Will not win. Wow. Fuck that. It sort of threw me off. I forgot my next question. Texas scene. Oh, who are the best players in Texas? I'm you and Vagabond. Oh, and if you had Vagabond spot, if you didn't choke, if you knew that Nikali's critical
yeah.
can you beat Daigo? Do you beat Daigo in that big event?
I can beat Daigo.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear.
I can do it. The funny thing is that the last Evo Ultra Street Fighter 4, my last elimination was against Daigo.
Really?
Daigo's one eliminated. I actually beat Dogura right before him.
Oh, okay.
And then I had to play Daigo, and I took a round off of him. I was feeling myself, And then, I had the second round, but I choked. Like I said, I always choke. No, the Ryu matchup, my sparring partner actually plays Ryu a lot. And I know Ryu pretty well, and I do well against Ryu. I don't know. Daigo's really good, and I don't know if I would beat him. I just think, I think I would play really crazy, and I play really. But Vagabond's just good, and
Right.
he did amazing at the tournament. I don't think I would be able to say I
Out of
would
his
have done
mind.
better than him.
Played
Yeah, he
really
played
well.
out of his mind. Yeah, so I don't know if I would have been playing that way, but I do feel that my game has been getting a lot better recently, and I do feel like I've been getting on a roll and
Mhm.
and starting to click and actually just doing well in all matchups, not just against things that I know, but it's just I feel like I'm adapting well. I'm doing situations better. Just in general, like I said, like I feel like I'm playing better, like in just like in Street Fighter Five, to be for sure.
It seems like you're on a roll. Momentum is so much of this game. I'm excited you can beat Daigo in Street Fighter Five and Hearthstone. We got that on record. Now we
Oh
gotta
yeah,
find him. You
two out.
gotta set the matchup best in Texas. Other than you and Vagabond, like if there, give me a top five. Who's slept on? Is Casablanca alive? Does he live in Texas? I don't. We have him on a milk carton. We're trying to find him.
Cast is just not good at this game.
Cast his
Cast,
ass.
Cast his ass. All right, I'm sorry. He's my friend. He doesn't like five. He's learning Urian. He wants me to teach him Urian. I'm gonna teach him Urian.
Okay.
Best in Texas. Ooh, boy, I don't know. I haven't really traveled enough.
Okay.
I don't know, man. The scene's really, really fresh. I would have to say Vagabond. I would have to say Aziz. Aziz is a Vega from Houston as well. Really strong.
Okay.
I know there's a couple players in Dallas that's really good. I know Toys there. I know Nashran still kind of plays. Um, Rylander from San Antonio is really good. A really good Dalton player, but he's starting to switch to like Balrog and Ryu and stuff. I mean, we got me in the Valley. Other players in the Valley too that are really strong.
You
I
think
mean, if I had to say a top five, I'd say like me, like Vagabond, me, Aziz, maybe Rylander, and I guess Doctor African from Dallas,
sure.
something like
Uh,
that. I would say that.
I've heard of Rylander. How do you think Texas holds up to the big NorCal, SoCal, New York? Do you think they can compete with those states, those areas?
I think yes. I think so. I think so. It's just not enough chuns out here, man. So I'm gonna have to carry the load. But no, I think Texas has a good talent groups.
Mhm.
The city's just kind of like they're not as strong. Dallas is pretty strong. San Antonio is strong. Austin's strong. Houston kind of is just carried by Vagabond and Aziz, and everybody else is kind of they like the game, but not really. It's just the first year, man. Like it's hard to really get a good gauge on how Texas is doing compared to the other states.
Right.
You can't really make a clear judgment on people. I mean, I'm missing out on a lot of people. I already know, but I just don't travel enough to really see and tell who's good and who's bad and who's like legit. It's not like I'm winning tournaments either, but I'm just kind of seeing where everyone's at, and I just
It's hard
don't
to
see
tell.
enough.
Yeah, yeah, it's hard to tell at
Um,
this point in the game.
uh,
Let's talk about outside of Street Fighter. What do you do for fun? What do you music, movies? Is there anything you're super
I'm a
passionate about?
football fan, man. I'm a sports fan. I
What
watch sports all the time.
you,
I
you
got the
like?
Seahawks. I
You
got
like?
my jersey. Everyone's seen me
Did you
on my
say
jersey.
Seahawks? You
Seahawks.
got two teams in Texas. You don't like
For sure.
either of
No,
them?
no, 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 I don't. I love the Texans when I lived in Houston. I lived in Houston for 4 years. I love the Texans. I still love the Texans. The Seahawks is my team. Like I love it. Richard Sherman's my boy, dude. He's the embodiment of shit talk, and I have to go for that. Trash talking is just so in my nature, and it's just I've toned it down over the years. I used to be so bad with it in the Smash group because I grew up in the Smash group, but I also grew up with the Halo group, and it was just really bad. The way people would trash talk each other, and
Do you
you
remember
know,
the Starmie tournament? You were like I was doing commentary with Justin Wong, I think, and you like teabagged or taunted someone, and the chat exploded.
I
Like,
do that all the time, dude. I still do that. I still try to do it, but you know what? It's so crazy. Every time I try to do that in streams,
mhm.
like people just get so like, I don't know.
Mad?
They're just, why would you do that? Like, like that's so mean, bro, and this and that. And I'm like, what?
Is it? Is it
What?
me?
Like, what do I care? You know? Like, I'm just expressing my dominance over this man. That's it. You
Oh,
know?
I like that. Expressing, that's what the taunt is. It's expressing you have to win though, right? You taunt
Yeah,
and
yeah.
lose.
And of course, no, I have never taunted and lost in a tournament. I've never done that.
Yeah.
Never.
Right. So you said football. Is there anything else? Is there anything else you love when you're
I
not
mean, I
gaming?
like playing chess. I like watching movies. I'm a
Hmm.
chess player sometimes. I like
Have
playing
Have you seen any
other.
good movies lately?
Huh?
Have you seen any good movies lately? Did you see Doctor Strange?
I have not seen Doctor
It
Strange.
was
I have
good.
not seen any good movies lately. And the last movie that I saw was like X-Men Apocalypse or something.
Yeah, that
And,
one was pretty good.
I don't know. Like I haven't gone and seen much movies. I mean, I watch. I still catch up with wrestling and stuff here and there. I still watch, the whole WWE Raw and stuff, and keep
Everyone
up
in
with
the
it.
FGC loves wrestling. I
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
I
Oh,
think I'm missing out. I think I need to get back into it.
you need to get into it, man.
I'm sleeping on it.
Goldberg
Uh,
is back. You can watch it.
I know. I heard Goldberg Lesnar was fast. That's what I heard.
Yeah, that
It
was
went quick.
fast. That was,
Let's talk about the rush a little bit. So you touched on this earlier, but we were talking about the electricity in video games, like or at tournaments, not in video games. Excuse me. When you win, or when you're in top eight, or even when you're watching a top eight. For those of us who are not godlike like you that can't make top eight, what does that feel like? What does that mean to you? The video game high that you get. What do you feel when you're in that zone?
a lot of it is just, when you get to experience some kind of, togetherness and get to, have share that passion with a bunch of people in the same room and witness something great that's happening, and all you can do is really just cheer and get hyped and scream and all that stuff. That is just the ultimate right there, is when you're out there seeing and supporting somebody or a game or a scene, because you understand the feeling, and you know that, like, you're having so much fun. You're having the time of your life being there with other people, enjoying the same thing that you're enjoying. It's a great feeling, man. I know that I did that a lot in the melee scene. I learned it a lot in the street, in the smash scene, and I saw it a lot my first year at Evo. When I see Justin Wong doing the Rufus, Ultra, and everyone raising the roofs, and
Mm,
everybody getting hyped with, I was there when Puko, perfected Daigo to eliminate him, and everybody was just going crazy. It's just something that you can't experience anywhere else.
right.
You can't experience this at home. You can't experience it online. That's why I just feel like online won't ever be as,
It can't.
important as offline. It can't, because you go to tournaments for
Right.
that moment, for those moments of time, those things that you remember. Like it's a crazy feeling, and it's nothing that you can ever change for it. And it's the reason why I go. It's very important, when I go to tournaments, whether it's for me or whether it's for my friends or whether it's for just someone that I'm cheering for. It's very important, because it just, really shows out the true passion that you have for the game, and how much you really care and put into it. You
Right.
know, Even if it's something you don't care about, right? I get hyped for MKX sometimes. I get hyped for Marvel sometimes. I get hyped for Guilty Gear and KOF. I mean, it's just fighting games in general. That's why a lot of times when I see people hate on one community or the other, or Smash or the other, everyone has a passion for something. Let them have
Yeah.
that respect, and go on about your business, and let them have their moment.
Yeah.
You have your moments, and they have their moments,
Right.
and that's what's special.
Um, the name Brolylegs. I mean, it's sort of self-explanatory, but does it have an origin story? Does it come from anywhere? Or?
The origin story is kind of funny. Okay, so I used to be only Broly, right? Broly was it. Dragon Ball Z is my big thing. Love Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. Guys need to watch it
Mhm.
on Saturday nights. You have to go and watch it. All right, but what you gonna do? When I was going to tournaments, I love the name Broly because Broly was like the thing that kind of envisioned me. I knew I didn't have like that big hulking body, but my inner strength, my inner, what I felt, who I was inner, how to dominate people, how to, talk smack and trash and all that stuff. That was me, that was me being this big old, bully, whatever kind of thing. And I was just, he was my favorite character. So I went to tournaments. I signed up as Broly. Broly Legs came out during that tournament that I actually got interviewed for the cross counter thing. That's where it started. And my friend was gonna go sign my name up for the tournament. And usually I was Broly, and he's all like, "I'm gonna put something stupid," and I was like, "What? What are you gonna do?" I'm just gonna put Broly Legs. I was like, "Why?" Because he was just poking fun of me and my legs and stuff like that. So I was like, "What?" So like I didn't think he was gonna do it, but he actually signed me up as Broly Legs. And so when they called me over to do the cross counter interview with Dutex and stuff, they asked me like, "Oh, do you want to be referred to as Broly or Broly Legs?" And I was like, Broly Legs is fine. I'll troll it up. I don't care. I didn't
So
think
it's
it
a
was
joke. It
gonna
was a
stick.
meme, and
Yeah, it's a joke, and it actually just carried on, and it was all over. When the interview came out, and a lot of online websites started talking about it, and it just saying Broly Legs, like kind of was like, all right, well, I guess I'm Broly Legs now, and so it's kind of stuck to me. I tried changing it. I tried going back to just Broly, and Broly Legs just kind of stuck to me, and I just kind of kept it. And everybody calls me Broly. It's
right.
not like they call me Broly Legs. Everybody calls me Broly. So even
Uh,
my family calls me Broly. I don't know when's the last time I was actually called Mike. I think like my girlfriend calls me Mike. That's it. That's literally it. Is is,
uh,
is when I get called Mike.
if you're
Everyone,
if you're Brawley, the chat's going crazy about Dragon Ball Z. Did you watch Super? I haven't seen Super yet. Are you
oh
watching that?
yeah, Super is great. Except okay, so like
No
yeah, I
spoilers.
want Super, and I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil anything. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything. Super. This arc was really, really, really good.
Hmm.
Um,
But
to a point, and then I won't spoil anything, right? So yeah, but you know what? Overall, give it a 7 out of 10.
sure.
This arc, but I'll give the series itself an 8 or 9 out of 10. It's really enjoyable. But then again, I like GT, so you guys,
What did you
you guys
say?
prefer me. Look, I like GT for several different reasons, not
None that make any
because of the
sense.
story and stuff like that. Whatever. Okay, it was good. It was fine. Fine. It's not canon. Fine, whatever. But the Super 17 was good. The Dragons arc was good. The Baby Saga sucked. Okay, I'll give you guys that much.
It's like Smash. I'm not mad at you for liking it. We'll just never
You are
play
mad at
together,
me
right?
for
I'm a
liking
little.
it.
You're right. You're right. I'm a little mad. Let's. So you're Brawley. Who's cast? I want fighting game players. I want to know what Dragon Ball character they are. Who's
You want to know who
cast?
Cast is? Straight
Who's
up,
who's cast?
Cast is Yamcha. Like straight up.
That makes sense. I like that.
Cass is Yamcha, and he can hold that. He can say what he wants. He's Yamcha, He thinks he's, really good, and then here comes this, pool player that comes out of nowhere and bodies him. You know,
Who else? We need to associate some other FGC players to Dragon Ball players. Who do you
FPC
have?
players for okay.
Who's our Goku? Who's our Vegeta? Who are our main characters?
Wow. Okay. So I want to say that our Goku Gohan has to be Knuckle Dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because young. He's the
No,
future.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gohan is Knuckle Dude, like straight up.
Yeah.
Then I would guess, K-Brad could be Piccolo, I guess.
That's
Okay, kind of like,
racist because he's
yeah,
green.
kind of a little bit. I would say I guess Goku could be Justin Long. I guess
I think it has to be. It's
Yeah,
too
I
it's
guess
too obvious, but I think it has
okay,
to be.
if Justin is
He's so nice.
Goku, then I would say Vegeta would have to be
Does it have to be like a rival? It's got to be a bad guy.
a bad guy, a bad rival. F Champ?
F
No.
champ maybe? No.
F Champ is like Bobbity, you know? That's F
Yep.
Champ. That's
Yep.
Bobbity.
Who's LTG? Who's what extra?
LTG is he is maybe like General Tao
Okay. I need
or
to.
like maybe Hercule. Like I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess
Hercule.
Hercule.
That works. I want to get bodied. Can I be a character? Do I have to be
Okay,
Krillin?
you want to be by? I'll get you. I'll get you. You
Oh
are.
no.
You could be maybe King Kai.
Okay, King Kai. I can live with that.
King
I can
Kai.
live with that.
You're just You're just it's the voice, right? You're just the voice of reasoning, right?
I can live with that. I can live with King Kai.
Okay,
Oh,
right.
I think we had a couple more questions. I know we've been here for an hour. I really appreciate your time. Oh,
No problem.
let's talk about sponsorship. This is something I talk about a lot because it's rare. It's really hard to come by. I have actually been sponsored twice. Neither of them have panned out. One was by a video game company, and they took care of some travel, but I like had to help them develop their video game. It was like a job. Like
Okay.
I was on a Skype call 5 days a week. I had to like help them with art and shit. So they didn't want me because I was good at Street Fighter. They wanted me because I had a popular stream, and I put in work. And
Or
then most recently, eFantasy.
okay.
Justin introduced me to them, and they reached out to me because I run the A4 Arena, which is a tournament series, and they want tournaments on their website, so that makes sense. But I feel like I feel like it's tough on both ends, right? And I think it's important that you and I see the other side of it because I would love to be a sponsored player who travels to tournaments, and I get that I'm not good enough, but I'd love to do commentary. I'd love to go. I have a semi-popular stream, so I'm a candidate, right? You were
Right.
also a candidate. How do
Right.
you, as a sponsor, pick your player? Do you put value into like entertainment value? Would you want like a Maximilian or a Mike Ross, or do you just want the winner? You want
I don't want just the winner. I want a little combination of both. I
sure.
do feel that tournament results shouldn't warrant a person's sponsorship per se.
Mhm.
Yes, they should pan out, they should do good because they want to represent. I do strongly believe that representation of a team strongly, ties into one, how well they market
Mhm.
the team that they're being sponsored by, and two, their worth. What are they really, putting into the tournament? I don't want someone to be getting paid to go to a tournament or getting their expenses paid to go to a tournament to just always make it, just go to pools, lose, and then just have fun. Oh, I'm having so much fun. No, I
Because
want
it
you to be
doesn't
able to
represent
experience
your product, right?
right, but I think that it has to tie in. I just don't think there has to be a balance, right? I don't think it's always too much wins, although maybe it kind of tilts a little more that way.
Hmm.
I believe more wins than anything compares to, marketability, but you do have to have both. You have to have a personality. You have to be able to just be a good face to the community
Hmm.
and be well liked and all that stuff and so you can help the brand because it's all about giving back to the people that are helping you out.
Right.
That's what I've always believed in.
Sure.
I've always been strongly a believed, and I always thought it was serious that if I were to be sponsored by somebody, that I would put in a lot of effort to show my thanks to them
Right.
and to show how much I, appreciate their help to me
Hmm.
by not only just winning in tournaments, but also talking about my stream, but I mean by talking about my team, talking about the sponsors, talking about what they do,
Hmm.
how they can reach them, what they're selling, go buy this or that, help out, help me help you kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Um, I That's how I would see it,
Hmm.
and I know there's some players that do it, and there's some players that don't, and I'm not the one. I'm not the type of person to go out and call out names. I'm not gonna say it. I know that
Wait,
there is
you're
a platform to do this, but I will not do it because I love the community and I don't want to bring more hate. All right, I don't want to bring hate.
but my question, sorry, so clarify, you don't have to name names. What are you saying exists in the community that you don't want to bring up or you don't want to point fingers at? Players
Just
who
think there's
don't rep their
players.
brand
I just think there's players that shouldn't be sponsored that are
should
that
not be
don't,
sponsored.
or that not that should not be sponsored, but I have no idea why they're sponsored.
Yeah. Yeah, that
I have
definitely
no
exists.
idea. I have not seen anything that warrants me to be sponsored. Let's just say this, and I will say this to you, and I'll say this to the chat. I don't. I see that there's players out there that do way more that deserve to be sponsored than the players that are being sponsored. I'll just
Currently.
right?
Who do you like? So obviously this is in reference. Brawley said he wanted to talk about this, and this is something I talk about on my stream all the time. So I was excited to talk about it. But um,
Hmm?
other than yourself, who would you pick up? Let's say you have a product, right? Your Brawley bagels. You own a bagel company, and you're trying to get a
Sure.
guy.
Why not toothpaste? Right? I use my mouthwash.
Brawley mouthwash,
Mouthwash.
freshest
Right?
mouthwash in the
Freshest
game.
mouth in all the gaming, and then the FGC. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who do you want? Are there any players that you think haven't been represented that could get picked up that you think would be that would add value to the mouthwash brand?
Do the mouthwash brand. Damn. there's a couple of players, like SK Samurai, that guy's
Oh,
doing work.
Mikey. He got picked up by Winter Fox, right?
Oh, he
Just got
did
picked up.
recently,
Just got picked. But
just
that's
recently.
a great
Okay,
acquisition, right? He does a lot
that
for your
was a great
mouthwash.
acquisition. A lot of the times, in the beginning, like for 4, I was always a big proponent for Gustavo to get picked up, because I
Mhm.
thought he was a great player, and he finally did. They're
Both Winter Fox players. You basically should be the team manager for Winter
I should have
Fox.
been the team manager when I thought. You're right. You're right. You're right. There are other people just in other communities. For the KI people, there are several students or players there that done so much work, and it's just the game. It doesn't get represented well enough to be in the
Right.
highlights. I mean, I was always hoping some Dallas Texas players. When Hamad was winning all his tournaments, he never really got
He
picked up
never
by
got picked up, did he?
he never got picked up by anybody. Vagabond just did, which I was really hyped for.
Mhm.
There's just a lot of players that I just feel that when they go up there and they play, right now it's like Tokido. Who's Tokido?
How's that guy
Being
not? How's that
how's
guy
that guy
not
not
picked up?
sponsored, right?
Yeah.
Like that guy is
How about Li Joe after Evo? How did nobody or before Evo?
before Evo I could understand. After Evo I
Sure.
don't.
Yeah,
I,
like how?
I don't understand it. Like LA Joe, perfect example. LA Joe, good player. People love him.
Hmm.
Everybody follows him. Everyone likes his stuff and would be a huge commodity for any stream to pick. Or I mean, you say stream,
Team.
team to pick him up. And why is he being overlooked? What's the big holdup? What are what's the red tape to all this? That's what I
Yeah.
want to. It's crazy, man. I had these thoughts, when I first got the interview out, and when the first interview was out, and I wasn't no way thinking, oh my god, I deserve to be sponsored day one. No, no way. It wasn't even until like maybe years after where I felt like, okay, I'm going to these tournaments. I have a good, decent, group of supporters and followers, and I love all of them, of course, and they've always helped me out with everything they can do. But it's like a lot of times they're the ones that are the reason I go to tournaments,
Right.
And I hate. It's not that I hate that, but it's like I always felt that I do well enough in tournaments. I've seen EG members not make it out of pools a lot of the times. It's like they're going everywhere, not saying nay. I see a lot of people from other random teams that are not doing the work that I feel like they should be doing, and I'm just like,
And they're still
and
sponsored.
they're not even good, like publicly,
Marketers.
socially,
Right,
in
right,
social
right.
media.
Yeah.
They're just, not saying they're bad, but they don't do anything. Like, what's the value to
Right.
them?
If
I
it's
feel like I have a lot of value to it. I feel like not to, blow my own horn.
Go ahead. You have the floor,
I'm
please
just
do.
saying, like, a lot of people, just the story itself, right? Just the story itself, the message I would be able to show to other people, the attention I'll be able to get just by going to tournaments, still, how many people, every time I stream, and I'm not even kidding you, every time I stream, there's someone new that's saying, why is that guy eating the remote? Why is he playing with his face? What is he doing? How is he doing this? And a lot of people that like, that message me, they're like, oh, like that guy was like, like a douche for messing. I was like, dude, no, like he's just legitly curious
He has no
because
idea
he's
what
never
this
heard of
is.
me, right?
Yeah.
He's never seen me before, and there's still so many people that don't know about me. They don't, and it's crazy because it's like it's not like I shouldn't be known. It's not like I demand to be known by everybody right now,
Hmm.
but I think I've been out there in the community long enough. I do now, I'm a trainer now for cross
Oh, yeah.
counter.
Can we talk about that for a second? You're available.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
People can get private lessons from you on crosscountertraining.com maybe. I forget the
Oh
name
yeah,
of the website.
crosscountertraining.com.
Okay.
It's something that Gutex hit me up with, and he asked me back in the Street Fighter 4, like maybe when Ultra came out, that's when I started doing it.
Hmm.
He told me, hey, do you want to train people, and do you want to help them like tutoring and one-on-one sessions, for money, like a job, like a side job, something to help you out. And I was like, yeah, why not? I mean, it sounds like a great idea. I mean, I'm always, if anybody catches my stream, I'm always like the more
Helping.
educational kind of thing. I
Yep.
always try to teach people as much as I can. and with matchups and all and knowledge and all that crazy stuff. And like I said, why not? I love to teach. I love to explain the game. I'm teaching my girlfriend how to play this game right now.
Are your
You know?
lessons still more affordable? I know Gutex charges like $700 an hour. Are your lessons still?
It's first of all, it's 150, sir. That's my boss. No, 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 no.
Has he sold more books than you? Whose book is more popular, your boss?
Actually, I don't know about that.
Huh.
My book should be, New York Times bestseller.
Bestseller.
But we're
There's
not
a
gonna go
story
into
in
that.
it. Sorry.
Whatever.
Back
Right?
to the lessons. How affordable are your lessons?
My lessons, they used to be like 20 an hour. Now they're 30 an hour. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but to be honest, let me just say this, all right? A lot of people have hit me up, thanking me about this lessons that I give them, how much it's helped them. A lot of people need help guidance wise, right? Some people just hit a wall. Some people just don't know how to go to the next level. Some people are still stuck in bronze. From day one, they're still stuck in bronze. And like they just need a helping hand. They need a guide. They need someone to tell them this is wrong, this is right. This is what you should be practicing. This is what you shouldn't be practicing. This is what you need to look for in a match. This is what you shouldn't be looking for in a match, right? It's always that helping hand kind of thing. And I do this in my streams. It's not like I go and I put it, it's not like I put sub mode and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna tell anybody anything, and you only get to learn things if I no, like I'm always a helpful guy and people ask me questions and I leave my Skype open and I tell people, hey, you have a question, hit me up. I tell my students, anytime you have a question, hit me up. And they're always so important. They're always really appreciative of the things that I tell them, and they always come back. I've always had a good return rate on my students. They've always come back and signed up with me again and again and again. And you can do package deals that are way less than 30 an hour. It's like way cheaper than that if you do like some kind of package deal and stuff. And I've just had a great time with it. I get to meet people. I get to be more expressive. I get to just actually talk to people, and I get to really learn the game more in depthly by helping other people. And you know what the funny thing is, Andre?
Yeah.
What do you would think I'm a trainer, right? I train people, Street Fighter 5. What character do you think I train the most?
I mean, Chun-Li, obviously. It's got to be.
Oh, oh. I will tell you this. Let's say out of the 20 students that I've trained, I've had maybe 3 Chun-Li players.
Wow.
I've had the majority are Ryu players. Then I've actually recently trained an Alex player. It was fun, and I know Alex. I know his combos, and he wanted to know. See, what I don't teach is I don't teach character specific stuff mainly.
Mhm.
I teach fundamentals. I teach about spacing. I teach about defense. I teach about what your mindset should be going into a match. What your mindset should be going into a tournament. I teach the aesthetics kind of part of the game, and what you're supposed to be doing mentally. The mental side. I've trained Nashes, Mikas, Dalsums, Karens. I've taught Laura. Yesterday was a Laura player that he had signed up with K-Rad and then signed up with me, and he actually messaged me right after, like maybe like 3 hours after the training session, and saying like the things that I taught him actually helped him win a bunch of ranked games right after.
Mhm.
And that he felt that what I was offering to him, what like the advice that I was giving to him, just really helped him grow, understand the game a lot better, and said, I'm gonna come back and do more lessons with you in the future. And that's what I aim for.
Right.
I don't do it 100% for the money. I do it to help the community out, to get the people that are stuck.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting that you mentioned at the beginning that $30 is a lot of money. So I don't know if you know this about me, but like I'm a jiu-jitsu/fitness coach for a day job, and private lessons are a flat rate of $50 an hour. Like there's nothing less than that. Everyone charges $50 an hour, and I get weird looks when I say it's $50 an hour, and that's okay. I understand why because it's a lot of money. But I think it also goes to like if you're a streamer when you get a donation, or when you get you're a partner streamer when you get a subscriber, people are like, why would this person spend their money like that? Why would and one, I think it's not your right to judge anyone. If they have the money to
Right.
spend, let them spend the money what they want, how they want. And two, I think it's a convenience thing. The amount of time it takes to get good at Street Fighter is great, right? Like it takes a lot of time to get good at Street Fighter,
Right.
and I think working with someone like you expedites that, right? And if you have more money than you have time and you want to be good at a video game, like I think private lessons are very helpful. I think there's only a few things that make you better, right? Is playing the game, watching the game, and then having someone that, you know what I mean, a mentor, you know what I mean, having
Right.
someone to help you grow.
Right. Exactly. I mean, there are people like think about it. There are people that are like literally in the middle of nowhere that
No
play
scene.
and that want to get good.
Hmm.
And how are they supposed to get better? You know, training with nobodies or training with has no scene around them.
No
You know.
sparring partners, nothing like that.
Yeah.
To jump back to the sponsorship thing, and we're almost done. We're about to an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Who do you want? Like if Brolylegs was like, let's say you Li Jode and won Evo or got top 8 at Evo, and you were that player to sponsor, and you're getting offers left and right from Pepsi and Nike. Like who would be an ideal sponsor for you? Is there a gaming company or is there a mainstream company that you wish? Something you think's but let's do like a practical and an impractical, right? Like impractically, I want to be sponsored by McDonald's because I love fucking junk food, and a more
Yeah.
practical sponsor would be like OBS because I'm a great streamer, not a great player.
Yeah.
What's your practical and impractical?
My impractical a team that I want to be, representing is EMP. I just think that, being with EMP would be great. I told Triforce so many times
Probably
to put me in
stop.
their team.
Probably
I told him so many times to
Shut the
just
stream
let me
off. It's
be
over.
EMP legs. EMP legs needs to happen, okay?
Cut it.
He knows that. I
Cut
know
the
that.
stream.
The stream knows that. We should have made this happen years ago.
Shut it
Okay?
off.
I would have paid for the whole beach. I would have made the beach work.
You should
Okay,
have
I
paid
would
for
have
the
made the beach.
meal. Knuckle Dude
I
had to
would have
pay
paid
for
for
the
the meal.
food. Would you have
Yeah,
paid for
I would
Knuckle
have done
Dude's
that.
food?
I would have done that.
EMP
I would have done that.
legs.
I don't care about the
2017.
noodles.
Let's do it.
I don't care about the noodles. I don't care about the ravioli. I don't care about any of that.
All right,
I just
yo,
wanted to be
are you gonna
EMP.
eat ravioli off of a basement floor? You're like, I'm
I
designed for
would.
that. I'd love to eat
For
off the floor.
Triforce, I would. For Triforce, I would.
For
I would.
Triforce, I would.
Okay. All right. So that's my impractical one, right?
Stream's
That's never
over.
gonna
You
happen
don't get a
unless I
practical
solely.
one.
You know what? I'm gonna revive. Okay, I'll tell you guys this much. I'm gonna revive EMP. I'm gonna take the rights and I'm gonna buy off EMP and I'm gonna do EMP the right way. All right. But for practical, impractically, man, I want to be able to do like Monster. Yeah, I know that's a whole like EG kind of thing. Monsters. I love Monster. I don't know why. I just love the drink.
Which one do you
Um,
drink? Do you drink the traditional, just like the green?
like sugar-free kind of stuff. The zero ones. The white can is the best. I love the pink can. When I went to the DreamHack,
Mhm.
like they had these Twitch parties, right? And they had like these fridges full of monsters.
Oh shit!
Don't tell anyone I jacked a bunch of them, but it's all
Probably the
good.
criminal. You're at Lowe's stealing shit. You're at
I know, I
VIP
know,
party
I know.
stealing
I'm
shit.
telling you, EMP, yo, hit me up. But no, I really thought, I've hit them up a couple of times.
You hit
I
a monster.
do think, I really like,
You've already. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. You've already applied for a sponsorship. You hit up Monster and they didn't reply to you, or
yeah, and they never did. I did like Red Bull, I did Monster, I did, other teams. I think Razor. I would like to be on Razor, but I mean,
they don't
actually,
reply. They don't even read those. I don't think they read those emails.
yeah, I don't even think they read them either. Yeah, but still, I try.
What were you gonna say?
Practically, man, Winter Fox would be a great team, I think.
Sure.
I'll just be honest with you, Andre. Any team,
Mhm.
I think I'd be thankful for any team. No, whether it's big or small,
You don't want to be
Uh,
on the back of the bus, though, right? You need a team
no,
that's.
no,
To be
no,
clear,
no,
you need a.
not
you need-
clans. I don't want clans.
You
Right?
need
I
a
want
team to get you to tournaments. You want the goal is to travel to
Exactly.
tournaments. You need a team with money that can help you accomplish that goal.
Exactly. Because that if you believe in your boy, then great things are gonna happen. Not trying to run try to be like Justin Wong or or EG or Rays or something like that. And I know they those players are deserving and they deserve all this stuff and they have big fan bases and all that stuff and I want to get to that one day. Of course I do. And
Mm-hmm.
but I believe just my story alone just helps. You know you know
Yeah.
just helps the marketing
If you
inside.
if you weren't already a great player, which you are, your story is fucking fantastic, right? Like
Exactly. It's
if
not like I'm just the story and then I'm this, crappy, pin player that YOLO DPs all the time
you
and says I'm
win,
good.
you do
Right?
win.
Like,
Um, there's a lot of people in chat that are like A4 Brawly doesn't want to be A4. So here's the story: Casablanca repped A4 and Brawly repped A4, but we're not flying either of them to tournaments. If A4 were a sponsor, I wouldn't be asking to get sponsored. But if that does happen, if one day we get products on board, of course, Brawly and I guess
course.
we're not calling Cast, are we? We don't want Cast on the team.
No, Cass,
Sorry,
ever
Cast.
since that backstab at Absolute Battle 6.
The backstab? Oh, hold on. Let me do it. Casablanca, you just got second place. You beat K-Brad. Is there anyone you would like to thank?
Can I impersonate him? Can I impersonate
Yeah,
him?
go ahead.
Can I impersonate him? Okay. Yeah, man. I like to thank out all my crew. Especially my
Coach?
teacher Hamad.
Ahmad.
He helped me out with a lot of this gaming stuff, man. And my Blanca's sick, and hop up ball and red focus is it's so godlike, man. And I like to help, shout outs to my gym and to all the people in Mexico.
Is there anyone else, Cass? Is there anyone you're forgetting? Anyone at all?
Oh man, I like to thank my vape for all the times it's been with me throughout all these trips, man.
Probably like right next to him, and he's just
And
like,
I'm right there next to him, and I'm just like smiling, I'm just like,
cool, bro.
cool, man, cool. And then he's all like, "Oh, Brawly, I forgot, man. I was so nervous and this and that." I'm like, okay. I'm like literally in your ear, yelling at you from top 8,
Coaching him the whole time.
He was down 2-0 to K-Brad.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, go in. Like, that's all I told him. Go in. Stop playing defensive. Stop playing so, campy. Just go in. Do your mix-ups. Boom.
Beats K-Brad. Thanks to everyone but Brawly, right? Thanks everyone but Brawly.
Yeah, of course. I just pick up the pieces, dude. That's it. That's just I'm the one that gets I deserve no thanks. I'm in the shadows. Always.
Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. You've been super gracious. You covered last minute. We are supposed to have Shienpai on, but he had a last minute flight. But I want to say thank you so much for your time. I want to say get this man sponsored. Can we plug his stream in chat? Mods, can we get his stream listed? Can we get his book listed? His cross-counter training lessons? Get the Brawly snapbacks and t-shirts. Get the hoodies.
Get my Snapchat going down.
Yo, get the Snapchat. Get everything. I want to thank you so much for your time. Unlike Casablanca, I want to thank you, Brawly, for your time.
Thank you so much, Andre, for uttering my name in your mouth, dude. I'm so gracious of that. Nah, it was a pleasure doing this, man. It was hype. I was pleased to do this, and I'm really looking forward to the next tournament. I think it's this Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday. So you have the most points. You will be winning the $100 if you get first or even second, and Shine doesn't get first. We'll see. The chat is spamming. There's all your links right there.
Okay.
Thank you again. We're excited to see you this Sunday. You were a terrific guest. Honestly, you're an inspiration to all of us. I'm not going to get all mushy, but one day I hope to be as good as Brawly. Let's get this man sponsored. If you know, legit, I'm serious. If you know a company who's looking for a face, have them get in touch with me or Brawly. Let's get Brawly sponsored, and then after Brawly, me. But let's get this man. His story. He's a fantastic story. He's a fantastic player. If you know someone or know someone who knows someone, put in a good word. Let's get this man to more tournaments. Let's. He's a good guy. Let's take care of him.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, dude.
Thank you for being on the show. Yeah. Have a great time. We'll see you Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, man. See you Sunday, man. Thank you guys, and love you guys. Love you, stream. Peace, man.
Later.